Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kevin Durant, Jayson Tatum, Joel Embiid. All of the legitimate cases for the MVP award, and this deep into the season with this many players still in the MVP race is shaping up to be one of the most competitive and interesting cases where we might not have an answer by the time it is announced, shaping the season up to potentially be the deepest MVP race in NBA history. The MVP race has been great this season, though there are technically some players still in it, like Ja, Zion, Mitchell. I think it's down to 6 players. The first one being Embiid. He was ranked 6th in the MVP ladder, and he's averaging a insane 33.8 points per game. That is second in the NBA. Luka is first. 33.8 points per game is absolutely absurd. He's doing it with 9.7 rebounds, 4.3 assists, and has been a great defender yet again. He is having arguably a better season than last year. Looking at statistic wise, better field goal percentage, and he's getting to the line about the same, getting more points, less rebounds. It's about the same as last year. Sixers are in 5th though, and that could hurt him when you're looking at him separating from being elite compared to other players. Even though some of these candidates are in that tier, it's not something that can really separate you, though he has had some great performances. Now, Giannis was ranked 5th, and he was ranked 1st just a week ago. But the past few weeks haven't been great to him. Bucks lost 4 straight, and he's averaging 32.1 points per game, 11.8 rebounds. But his efficiency has been terrible. For a player that shoots that many inside shots and gets an insane 13 free throws a game, I know we talk about Embiid, Luka's bunch of free throws. Giannis is averaging 13 free throws a game and still only shooting 53% from the field while being a player that only shoots 3 threes. So it hasn't been the greatest season for him, and though he's still undoubtedly a top 3 player in the league, arguably number 1, though I think this season some people's takes have changed on that. Giannis is still having a great season. Maybe not MVP level so far, though he's undoubtedly still in the conversation because, first off, it is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Second off, it's still a solid season. 32-12 is still a season that is the best season of pretty much any player's career except for these superstars. Please subscribe as we're trying to hit 1K subscribers before the playoffs. And once we do, we will be releasing a weekly podcast sort of thing. So subscribe. We're trying to hit 1K before the playoffs. It's a dream. Thank you, and back to the video. And 4th is Kevin Durant. Post-Achilles Durant has been insane. I'm glad people are finally bringing that up, and he has been great this year. 29.9 points per game, 56% from the field, 37% from 3, and he's getting to the line a lot. 7.4 attempts on a league-leading 93%. Yes, he's shooting the best free throw percentage in the entire NBA. It's been 93%, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Very solid defense, especially under Vaughn's system. The Nets defense has improved massively, and that's helped them go on a 10-game win streak. They are now 23-12 and 3rd in the Eastern Conference. The Nets are hot, and that's helping Durant's case. Now, 3rd is Luka. I think a lot of people expected him to be higher. I did. He's averaging 34.2 points per game, about 9 rebounds and assists, and 62% true shooting. Yes, his 3-point percentage is a career high 36%, 74% from the charity stripe on 10.8 free throws a game, and his driving has been absolutely insane. He is virtually unstoppable in the restricted area, and the Mavericks are on a 6-game win streak at the time of this recording. They just beat the San Antonio Spurs a few hours ago and are 4th in the Western Conference. They are a home field advantage team. So Luka, absolutely insane stat lines. He's averaging over 40 in the past week. Had his 3rd 50-point game in 8 days. He's on one of the hottest streaks I think any of us have ever seen in basketball history. It has been virtually insane and unstoppable for Luka. But second is another young player, Jayson Tatum. The Celtics are 1st in the East, and a big part of that has been because of Tatum. They would not be this good. They're 26-10. He's averaging 31 points on 47% from the field. A player that is shooting 9.4 threes and not doing it at the best rate, still only 35%. It's kind of keeping in that slump from last year where he's not shooting great from 3. It doesn't matter because he's shooting an insane rate from the field for a player that shoots this many threes on 86% from the free throw line, on 8.5 free throw attempts, by far a career high. Tatum has been great. His defense has been great. And with all the drama surrounding the Celtics that offseason, for the Celtics to be able to be 26-10, led by Tatum, he's the best player on the best team in the league. That's always going to have a debate for MVP. Even Devin Booker had it last year, even though we knew he didn't deserve it. But number one was Nikola Jokic. I just made a video on him potentially winning MVP, so I'm not going to talk about it too much. But pretty much he's doing stuff that we've never seen before. 62% from the field, 34% from three, 26, 10, and 11. He had 9.5 assists, so it's a bit of rounding up. 25.5 points, so rounding up. But he's doing this on insane efficiency, 62% from the field. Has been a great player from inside and can hit threes. His career high from free throw line, and has been a very solid defender, taking another slight jump. And talk about Luka, he's had a huge jump defensively. It's not been talked about much. But Luka, his defense has taken a massive jump. Just a couple days ago, he was top 10 in defensive rating. But Jokic, he's number one. The Nuggets are one of the best teams in the league. They're second right now in the West. They're definitely a contender, and Jokic is the main catalyst of that. This MVP race has been absolutely insane. There are 6 players still in it. Embiid, Giannis, Durant, though they're 4, 5, 6, they could easily go back, win MVP, overtake Jokic, Tatum, and Luka. And though it will be very competitive, all of these players can win MVP. This is shaping up to be one of the greatest MVP races ever. You have Jokic doing stuff at a great level, the best passing big man ever, and having his best passing season ever, and has taken a couple of the main criticisms against him. The Nuggets doing bad, and his pick and roll defense, he's gotten better at that. Nuggets are the second seed. Tatum, best player on the best team in the league record-wise. Luka taking a jump defensively. Mavericks are 4th in the West, and he's just putting up video game stats. I don't think we've ever seen this before. 60, 21, 10, 3 50-point games in 8 days. This is absurd. Durant has been amazing. Nets have been great over the recent stretch, and that's because of Durant averaging 30 points on great efficiency and has been a very great free throw shooter. Giannis, still Giannis, maybe not having a great season, but it is Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Joel Embiid, he's having another great season. He's second in the league in points per game. Sixers are doing solid, not as great as we would think. He could still definitely do it, though. 53% from the field, that's your career high. So Jokic, Tatum, Luka, Durant, Giannis, Embiid, who do I think is going to win? I personally have switched my vote to Luka. He is just too good to not vote for him, I think. There's a legitimate case for him being the best player in the world. He's easily the best offensive player in the world right now. I'm not sure if there's an argument against that. And what he has been doing over the past month, he was good before that. But especially the past couple weeks, we've never seen a player do this before. We've never seen a player come closest. The closest is peak Harden. And even right now, I think current Luka is better than peak Harden. So Luka Doncic, he's my vote for MVP right now. But realistically, any of these 6 players can win it. And it's going to be one of the greatest MVP races ever. It might go down to the last day where we actually don't know who's going to win it. Even last year when we knew it was between Jokic and Embiid, I think we all knew it was kind of leaning Nikola Jokic. I'm not sure if it's going to be this way. This is one of the best MVP races ever.